Good evening is the frequency in use. Alrighty, this is K4 PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet frequency of the Mount Juliet Simplex Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Okay, we'll respond to any emergency or priority traffic. Just break in and say break, or help, or whatever you need to do. But preferably you call 911 first. 911 will not help you move bodies or move furniture or take you to the airport. We probably won't either. Anyway, that may be broken anytime for emergency traffic. For information on this net, you can look this up right now on YouTube and see the radio display. It's like in the YouTube search block under my call, K4PEW. That's Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Should bring it right up. You can also see our regular website, 146.4. Well, it's no dot. 146.415.net. 146.415.net. And that's some information on Simplex and what it's all about. Hope you'll learn something from that, as well as you can see us on our groups.io site, which is groups, groups, India Oscar /g/MJSS. That stands for Mount Juliet Simplex Society. Let's see where we go from there. Oh yeah, you can also sign up for email there, or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. Purpose of the net? Well, no, let's move back off on it. This week we conduct a net, as always, for the last 666 nets on 146.415 FM Simplex. Purpose of the net is to have fun. Many people keep a record of who they can hear, so we can understand, so that they can understand better how their shack is doing. Because when they know where they are, and they know they can look up the call, or they can look up the distance, or they can look up the terrain issues, try to figure out why their shack doesn't perform the way they want it to. I went through that drill, and I continue to go through that drill. And many people on the net, if not most, have upgraded their shacks in some way in order to listen better and also be heard better. Not just here, but anyway, anybody that want to talk. Announcements. Tonight is, again, we're net number 667. We'll be starting from the west. We have, where's my notes here? Well, it's somewhere here. Oh, there it is. It is. We have the 2-meter net, of course, on 146.415, followed by the 10-meter net on 28.415. Don't want anybody forget that tomorrow night there is a Simplex net from Bowling Green at 7:30 p.m. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. 146.430. 146.430. And then after that, 8 o'clock, there is a net from the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's information net on their repeater. It's 147.105, and that has a plus offset and a PL of 156.7, and it's at 8 p.m. Also, there's a couple other announcements. The Tullahoma Ham Fest is March 13th. March 13th. I don't know if it's worth the trip. Some go, some don't. But you can find their information on qsl.net. It's Quebec Sierra Lima November Echo Tango with a /MTARS. It's MTARS. Mike Tango Alpha Romeo Sierra. Also, in March 27th is the Severe Ham Fest. If you're willing to make that trip over there, that's March 27th. It's under the website severecountyars.com, and it's SEVIRCOUNTYARS.com. Severe County, all one thing. SevereCountyARS.com. ARS sounds wrong. 1 second. Yeah, it is ARS. I thought it might be ARC, but it's ARS, Amateur Radio Society, I take it. That's why it is called that, ARS, Amateur Radio Society. Anyway, got all that. And tonight I said we're doing both those nets. Oh, yeah, I've got one more here. Just got a message. Just came in a little while ago on the website from Mark. His call is Kilo November 4, Hotel Delta Delta. He's doing a Simplex net starting in Murfreesboro on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Thursdays, 8 p.m., 147.420. 147.420. He's starting that February 25th this year. February 25th, 147.420. So write that down. I'll put out the announcements well with our regular announcements so everybody knows. Yeah, that'll be a good time. And since we can support that, this is no big thing. Anyway, anybody have any questions about that, they can email me, or again, I'll put it out on the reminder system. Okay, anybody have any other announcements or corrections to announcements or modifications to the announcements? All right, again, we're going to be taking it from the west, but first of all, we're going to do first run around here. Is any people short on time? Please come in.
Okay, 4 ID.
All right, Robin, got a lot on your plate, do you?
Yeah, I need to go to bed.
All right, you are going to work this week, though?
I was out yesterday and today, I was out Monday and Tuesday, went back today. Plan to be there the rest of the week.
Yeah, well, tomorrow's going to be another rough day, I'll tell you, with more snow coming down as we speak. Very good, Robin. Good to have you in there. Robin works for the electric utility in Davidson County, so it's kind of an important job with the problems that come up with bad weather. Anybody else short on time? By the way, it's Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie Robbins in Hermitage, about 6 miles south of me. Who else is short on time?
W4EBX.
All right, hold on one second. I had 2 in there. Hold on one second. Eddie, I had KG4 SFF. How you doing, Charles?
Finished up today from the dry air. I've been off work since last Friday.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's not good. It's due to the weather, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do it. So this rubber with this weather has been very rough on a lot of people. Well, good to have you in there, Charles. You sound good tonight. A good solid copy. Still a little low, but still good copy.
I need to come up with a power supply.
Okay, anybody got a power supply for sale? Charles looking for a power supply. Lives up in the Joelton area. I'm sure we can. Somebody can meet him somehow there. Anyway, he's been looking up under KG4SFF. Yeah, you guys do the announcement. If you have it, just let them know through the groups.io system. All right, Charles, good to have you in there. Charles is in the Joelton, Ashland City area. It is called Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Foxtrot. Very good. Eddie, short on time?
Yeah, a little bit. I forgot to turn the heat on in my shack, so it's pretty cold down here.
Real man would be able to take it, you know.
Yeah, well, the real man stuff flew out with the birds.
I'm with you. Well, very good, Eddie. Go and warm up in the house, please. That was Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray. Yeah, X-Ray, and he's in Gladeville. All right, Eddie. Appreciate you checking in. Anybody else short on time?
Hello, Mike 4, November Yankee Bill.
Hey, Bill, you want to go out and shovel snow, do you?
Yes, I need to.
Oh, I know. This is it's the most snow we've had in a long time. I know it's snowing outside right now here in Mount Juliet, so it must be doing the same down there.
I haven't looked at the last few minutes.
All right, very good. That's Bill in Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee. Anybody else short on time? Appreciate you checking in, Bill. Anybody else short on time? All right, very good. And we're going to take, if we have any first-time check-ins, now would be the time to do it. Yeah, first-time check-ins.
Kilo Juliet 6 Romeo Echo Delta.
All right, if I got that right. Kilo Juliet 6 Romeo Echo Delta. What's the first name? Where are you at?
David in Murfreesboro.
Ah, very good. I see you got a 6 call. Are you new in transplant?
I'm not. It's kind of a Star Wars reference.
Well, no, I mean, you're I don't know what that stands for, though. I'm sorry. The last time I saw Star Wars was when it came out in '77.
There was a character named Red, and there's a striking resemblance. So I took RED as my call sign.
Okay, very good. So you're not from the 6 zone, in other words.
Resounding yes.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good. Good to have you in there. How long you been a ham?
Licensed about 3 years. Not terribly active, but getting into it as I can.
All right, well, very good. This frequency here is monitored quite often during the day, and obviously on net nights. And you probably, how did you find out about us?
I saw it on the calendar for the Stone River Amateur Radio Club.
Oh, very good. Well, somebody else is promoting us. I like that. I tend to promote other people's stuff as well, so glad to hear it. Hope you enjoy yourself and getting back into the hobby, and you got a good signal out of Murfreesboro. What kind of antenna do you use down there?
I am hand-holding a tape measure Yaki.
Ah, very good. Well, it's working real well. You don't have an outside antenna yet?
I've got one installed in my attic, but apparently it didn't do too well. So I switched over to this one and picking up pretty good.
Oh yeah, I know it's doing real fine to me, and I think everybody else can. Well, Mo, since you're pointing in my direction, I'm not sure everybody can hear you though.
Understood, but you're coming in a whole lot clearer.
Okay, very good. And what, an handheld, an HT? You mean that's what you got connected to the head, to the what do you call it? The tape measure, Yagi.
I'm actually using a QIT 8900, I believe.
Okay, so that's what, 50 watts you're using?
I believe 25.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I don't know if that little I guess it would be able to take 50 watts. I had one of those years ago, but I don't have it anymore. I guess it would take 50, but okay, very good. I appreciate you checking in, David. That's Kilo Juliet 6 Romeo Echo Delta. He's in Murfreesboro. His name is David. He is using one of those. Many of us have built those tape measure Yagis, and that's how he was more able today to get in. He had a J-pole in the attic that wasn't working out, I guess, too well for him. Anyway, Kilo Juliet 6 Romeo Echo Delta. Good to have you in there, David. Who else is first time? Anybody else first time checking? All right, then we'll start from the west. Net number 667. Please come now from the west.
Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, Mike Shipbell.
All right, Michael. Seemed funny. I was out today messing with my antenna. It's snowing. That's not a first, but it's a first here.
I hear that. I'd like to see a picture of that phone.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's just unbelievable. We're being holed up like rats.
Well, that's true. I did make it to the hospital today and without any problems for the first time, so that was a good thing.
Any improvement?
No, everything is still the same. She's healing up physically, but the brain is not working well right now.
Well, let's give it time. Those things don't improve. You know, I know from my little experience with brain trauma, you know, it takes, well, it took me a long time. It took me probably 6-8 weeks before even my little problem went away.
Yeah, and they say it can all clear up, and that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, very good. That was Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. We were just talking about his daughter, Emily, who is an adult daughter, Emily, who was in a car accident, and she's in the trauma unit at Vanderbilt. And for those of you inclined to pray for people, she's one you need to be praying for. She's got serious brain trauma and other physical injuries, but the worst is the issues with cognitive behavior. Anyway, that's in her name is Emily. And again, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is west?
Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha, John in Hermitage.
Hey, John, doing well?
Yeah, we actually put chains on the car today and took a drive over to Kroger to stock up on some supplies.
Oh, man, you really had chains to put on your tires?
The street's completely ice. There's about 3 inches of sleet and snow, and a little bit of snow, but it's mostly ice, and the only way to get up the street is to put chains on. And most of the streets that we took had snow on them, so yeah, that was mandatory.
Oh, I agree. Well, I went out today and I used a little different ploy. I walked out on the street and realized that the whole middle of this, my little two, it's just a regular street, side street with two lane, 2 cars are easily get by, but that's it. And I noticed that, the most of the center was just like you said, packed ice and snow, very slick, almost like an ice rink. So I said, and it's on a hill, a slight hill, 10-degree hill or so. I said, okay. And I walked along, and there's about a 3 foot, 2 foot stretch on either side of that. It's just crunchy, icy snow. So when I pulled out of the driveway, I just had the two right tires stay on the crunchy, icy snow, and came back on the other side of the highway on the crunchy, icy snow with two wheels. Worked out fine.
Yeah, Tulip Grove Road is basically a bobsled run right now. And so we actually went and did some shopping for some people, delivered it to my neighbor, the older neighbor lady over here, and a buddy of mine who can't get out of his neighborhood. He tried, failed miserably, turned around, got the car back in the driveway. But so we're just camping.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It is. I wouldn't want to drive on that in any weather. I mean, well, bad, icy weather.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm glad we had the change. We're just going to leave it. Hopefully it'll clear up in a couple days. You have a great night.
Very good, John. It was Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha Hermitage chained. I haven't heard that anybody putting chains on their tires in a long time. I don't know anybody besides you that has chains. I never even had chains when I lived in New England. I didn't have chains there. My dad did, but that was in Western New York there on the Canadian border. Anyway, who else is? Where was I? I was west. Please come in.
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor Jack and Donaldson.
All right, Jack. You're different. You're in chains, right?
I'm hunkered down.
Oh, I know everybody is. I'm telling you that when they first said the snow was coming, the first thing my wife said was, "This is going to lock down Middle Tennessee again."
Yeah, I walked over to a neighbor's house. That's as far away as I've been, and I'll probably be here till it's all thawed out.
Well, fortunately, we walked over to, when was it? Yesterday or day before yesterday. We walked because it's only about 3/4 of a mile for us to walk over to Walmart, so that's what we did. But we looked like knuckleheads walking back with groceries, 3/4 of a mile in the snow.
Well, it's still snowing over here.
Oh yeah, it's snowing here as well, Jack. Well, very good. You sound good. Hope you're doing well. Stay hunkered down, and yeah, it's not even good walking weather. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor in Donaldson. Who's else in the west?
AG4CXC Chris Murfreesboro.
All right, there was a Murfreesboro station. There was a double, but I got Chris in there. Good to hear from you, Chris. So you can stay home though. You're working on.
Yeah, as far as I've been was the mailbox. No, didn't even go there. To the trash can, and then around the back just to see how much snow was there. So yeah, I'm tired of being locked inside. Like you said, Jackson chains. I feel like that too.
Oh yeah, no, it's just funny. You feel like you want to do something. I felt liberated because I was able to get out today and go over to Walgreens and just look at the magazines. Anyway, good to have you in there, Chris. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. He's also in Donaldson. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg and Antioch.
Ah, very good, Greg. I think there was another Murfreesboro station in there. I missed them, but Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. I know Antioch's in the same boat as we are, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm watching on my security camera, and I think we've got over an inch in the past hour.
Yeah, well, at this point, I'm not sure it matters whether we get 1 inch or 4 inches. We're still stuck until about Sunday.
And underneath it all is ice.
Yeah, exactly. That's really the difficulty. And it's, I heard a guy on the web who just moved here. He says, my rule is that, he from California. He says, my rule is this: if there's less than a foot of snow, I expect them to plow the roads. Well, he's not used to being in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, accept it down.
Well, it's unavoidable, really, because the city, I wouldn't want the city to burn up, $1 million on, at least I say the city, just the city of Mount Juliet, to build, to spend $1 million on plows they use once every 4 years,
Yeah, when I was a senior in high school, we got 21 inches of snow in Louisville, which is unheard of. And it was even worse. It was just, it lasted forever.
Oh, that would have been horrible. Yeah, 21. that was a big event. What year was that?
That would have been about 78.
Wow. That's, yeah, 21 inches anywhere is a lot of snow, but it took usually a couple of feet, 3 feet, where I lived on the Canadian border for when I was growing up, for it to shut down the school. And at one time, it really shut it down. We shut them down for a week because they had it down for like almost 3 days due to plowing problems. And they just said, the heck with it, come back on Monday.
Yeah, they're not even bothering. I mean, normally they'll salt or whatnot. All the side roads, they're not even bothering this time.
Yeah, it's weird because I kind of wish they would, but I wish I had knew somebody on my street that had a plow.
Well, it'll heat up Saturday. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, that's Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. I'm sure we all got some crazy stories about snow, that's for sure. Was there a Murfreesboro station I missed?
Kilo November 4 Hotel Delta Delta Mark in Murfreesboro.
Hey, Mark, aren't you the guy doing the Simplex Net on the 25th?
Yes, sir. That is correct. You have inspired me.
Very good. By the way, I'd be happy to do two things. Well, I can just I'll do it on our announcement system, which goes out to 156 people, I think it is. So that should be a big help.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, well, I started out that announcement system just for anybody who's listening. I started out the announcing system by getting the emails because I didn't know 155 people, but I did know that if I had a lot of people on QRZ had emails that I could steal, and that's why I started.
Oh, very good. I went through and picked out, I think it was on the old Codgers Net, just looked at people whose address were in Murfreesboro and just started making a list of those. Of course, they don't have email addresses on them.
No, and the way to do it is just look on QRZ, just do a search. So, for instance, you could do it since Murfreesboro is in Rutherford County. You could just put in Rutherford under the county heading, in QRZ, and it'll show all the hams in Rutherford County. And you'd have to go through them one by one to see who has emails. I mean, that would be one way to start. But obviously, doing the announcements on the 9-1 machine for for that group, and also do it on the other nets as well. Just sending them a notice. Each of the clubs, sending them a notice and tell them that's what you're doing.
Very good. That's what we will do. Appreciate your help with it.
Oh yeah, and all radio's good, and Simplex is extra good.
Yes, it is. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, very good, Mark. It was Mark in Murfreesboro starting that net, the one I mentioned at the front end there. That's going to be on Thursdays at 8 on, gosh, forgot what I had my notes said already. What did I say? What was that frequency again there, Mark?
We're going to start it on February the 25th at 8 p.m. on 147.420.
All right, that's Thursday nights at 8, 147, 420. If I write down my own scribble there, that was 420, correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
All right, very good. We've all made it. We'll have an announcement here, but you'll also see that go out on the announcement. Very good, Greg. Mark, that's Kilo November 4 Hotel Delta Delta in Murfreesboro. Who else is west?
KJ4AXQ, Madison, Alpha.
All right, I have 2 or 3 in there. KJ4AXQ. Haven't heard from you in a while. How are you doing?
Doing well. Just had to make my biannual check-in.
Listen, if you hold out, you'll qualify for an award. You know that.
Longest amount of check-ins, never.
Well, actually, you technically you could have an award by missing a month's worth, but if you're 6 months is another award. You get like a certificate. In a year, you get a plaque.
Okay, but only if it's made out of mud. But back to the net.
Yeah, very good. No, it's just funny that I got we don't have any rules, Daryl, so it's not critical. It's just nice to hear from you. Glad you're doing well. How's your dad doing?
He's doing well. He is living with us now, so he's out of the hospital. He's going to be good.
All right, very good. Well, get him on the air, man.
I will do that once I get everything situated for sure.
All right, very good. That was Daryl. He's here in Mount Juliet, and that's Kilo Juliet 4 Alpha X-Ray Quebec. Who else? There was another station or two in there. Please come now.
Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha. Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo X-Ray Romeo. Brian, Murfreesboro.
Okay, hold on. Kilo X-Ray Romeo. The Kilo 4 GSA. How you doing?
Doing well, yeah. Government Services Association. Is that what it is, or is that correct? Is that what you told me? No, doing well. Just checking in with you guys. Signals are good. I heard Michael really well. You're still that's 4 and a lot of static. I assume that's the snow going on in the background, but some junk in the background. But doing well up here in Clarksville. How about you, Paul?
Yeah, you're doing good, and you're a solid S3 to me, and good readable copy there. Good to have you in there, Michael. Michael is the rare station we get from Clarksville. I don't think we've had any others. It's Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha. I sent out an image of he sent me of his got a, it was a 3-element, wasn't it? 3-element. What do you call it? I'll think of his name in a second. The 3-element thingy.
Yeah, it's a 3-element quad. I'm actually I'm scheming on a 5. I'm going to put 2 more directors on that thing, and I don't know, see what happens. That's what happens when you lock me in the house for too long, and I can't go anywhere. I start going to the garage second day.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're don't forget to leave that that drain hole in the main pipe there.
Yeah, right there.
All right, very good. That's Michael. He's in what you call it, Clarksville, Kilo Golf 4 Golf Sierra Alpha, and he's got that 3-element quad antenna he built. You need a picture of that, just you can see it in the email he sent. There was a Kilo X-Ray Romeo station. Who was that?
Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo X-Ray Romeo, Brian, Murfreesboro.
Ah, very good, Brian. You can have another Simplex Net on Thursdays you can attend to too.
Yes, sir. I just saw that online on your YouTube. I will be there. Help support that one as well.
Yeah, very good. That was Murfreesboro, right? That's where you are? Yeah.
Yes, sir. At the house. Got snow coming down. Dogs running around outside, loving it. So we're hunkered down in the house.
Yeah. Everybody's afraid to go out on the road, aren't they?
Well, I was out earlier today running a few errands and such, but I think we'll stay home maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, that was Brian in Murfreesboro, also struggling to stay inside. Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo X-Ray Romeo. Who else is wherever I was? I'm still in the West.
CAW David in Madison.
All right, I got a double in there, but I did get David N5, November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey in Madison. Doing all right up in Madison there, Dave?
Yep, hanging in there.
Yeah, you probably got the same snow we do, don't you?
Up until tonight, it's been mostly just kind of sleet and frozen stuff. But I think it is doing a little bit of snowing tonight.
Yeah, well, you have to look outside. I was surprised to see how much accumulation we've had just in the last hour or so.
Yeah, wish I had the grandkids here where I could go out and play in.
Yeah, that's right. And fall and break a wrist.
That's the chance you take.
Yeah. Anyway, that was David, November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey in Madison. Good signal, Dave. Who else is West?
N80 and UT.
All right, very good. There's our digital simplex guy in Franklin. How you doing there, Carl?
Doing good. Went to Nashville today, but I'll be sticking it in tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. I think tomorrow's going to be rough if it snows. I don't know, no matter if even it snows, I don't know how much it needs to snow, but it looks pretty thick out there right now.
Yeah, it's coming down. You have a great night.
Very good. That's Carl. And don't forget, he's got his net on Sunday nights on 146,460 for the DMR, D-Star, and all in simplex, of course. D-Star, DMR, and Yaesu C4FM. And again, Carl he's at Franklin, so point your antennas toward Franklin. November 8th, November Uniform Tango. Who else is West? Monstrous Trainwreck. I don't know who was first.
KR4AZ, I need to jump on it.
All right, very good. Short on time. We'll catch you later, Tim.
All right, buddy. Thank you. You have a good night. Y'all be careful. KR4AZ, clear.
Yep, Tim in Murfreesboro, Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu. Who else is in there?
KO4K, that was Saturday night.
Why, what did I say?
You said Sunday night.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Saturday night on the digital night. It goes out on a reminder system, so I'm safe. Joey, Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo X-Ray Tango. How you doing?
Doing good. Just sitting here at home watching the snow pile up.
Yeah, I know. Well, it gets boring because if you go outside and you look at it snowing, and you look on TV on the news, they show the news for like 24 hours a day. It's snowing outside and the red weather alert.
Yeah, it's I haven't been out of my house probably in 3 or 4 days.
I know it. And like I said, I felt thrilled to go out today, and I walked over to Walmart yesterday, which was a wow. This is thrilling. I'm outside. It's kind of funny, and there aren't many cars out. That's for sure.
That'd be good. I got a 2-wheel drive pickup truck, so I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no. Well, 4-wheel drive, it's like they say, man. It's 4-wheel drive, but it isn't necessarily 4-wheel stop.
Yeah, I was slipping and sliding Sunday morning before it even started snowing, so I ain't going nowhere.
No, I got you. Anyway, Joey, where are you located again?
I'm in Hermitage. I'm about 5 miles west.
Okay, very good. Good signal, though. Kilo, Oscar 4, Kilo, X-Ray Tango, Joey, and Hermitage. Who else is, where was I? West. We got a lot of West stations. Any more West, please come in. South, please come in.
And for CJP, or Yankee Victor.
November 4, yeah, hold on one second, Larry. November 4, Charlie, Juliet, Papa. Forgot your first name.
Jason and Learn.
You think I pick up on that at some point here. Jason and Laverne. Well, I presume that is, I probably asked you before. Those are your initials and you use your middle name, right?
That's correct, yeah. I go by Jason.
Yeah, very good. I know I've asked you that before. Sorry, I get muddled by so many people checking in. We have so, like I think I said, we had something like, I forget now, 25 or 30 new names on the mailing list in the last, like 40 days or 60 days. And it's a little confusing to my old brain here. But good to have you in there, Jason.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Paul. Thanks for doing what you do. And it's a lot to keep up with. I don't see how you do it.
Well, sometimes I haven't figured out how I do it yet. And these nets keep creeping up on me. It just seems like I did one yesterday, and here I am today, but the last one was Saturday. So they do run into each other a little bit. Anyway, I'm glad we can be of service. And like I said on the display there on the YouTube, it's I thank people for being here because they're the reason I'm not successful. Because without people checking in, people wouldn't be able to hear who's where and who they can and can't hear. Anyway, Jason in Murfreesboro, November 4th, Charlie, Juliet, Papa, and I think I heard Larry SYV in there.
Yes, please, pal. We'll send it through to everybody and let you get on with it.
Very good. That was Larry in Rockvale, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Very good to have you in there, Larry. Who else is south?
Kilo 4 Oscar, Fox Oscar.
Very good. You copying everybody, Donnie?
Oh, yeah, so far. I still have looked. I can't pick up Charles at all.
Now, we're going to have rough with Charles being where he is and relatively low power.
Yeah, good to hear all the new people on there tonight. Everybody be safe, be careful.
Oh, yeah, no, and another new Simplex Net on the line, so we're going to have a lot to talk about.
All right, I'll let you get back to it. Hope to have a good night anyway. Thank you for coming. Talk to you later.
All right, Donnie, that's Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar. Donnie is in Hermitage, about 6 miles due south of me. Who else is south?
KF4, KF2.
Hey, Tony. Doing well in the snowy weather. You have to wear a hat when you're bald, don't you?
Well, if you're hot-blooded, it melts off immediately.
Yeah, it's the runoff that causes problems.
Yeah, it gets in your eyes, and then everything gets blurry, and, it's just no good.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I wasn't making really fun of being bald. It's just that it's no matter what, if it's snowing or raining, man, I'm wearing a hat. I'm not going to let that stuff fall on my head. It's cold.
Well, it's starting to look like Donner's Pass down here now.
I'm sure it is. I saw it's snowing. I said, man, it doesn't really matter at this point because I guarantee you we're not going to be doing anything really outside until Sunday when it warms up.
Yeah, that's for certain. Yeah.
Well, I don't know who it does. In fact, when I went by Walmart today in the car, we were going to Walgreens to pick up a couple of things. The Walmart parking lot was as full as I've ever seen it because people are in there getting groceries.
Well, we stopped by Grand Aunt Maud's Penguin Giblet Emporium and dry cleaners.
All righty. Yeah, those must be expensive. They're hard to come by, those penguin giblets.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm just going to make stuff up. KF4, KFQ.
Hey, listen, I saw penguins when I was in way at the southern tip of South America when I was in the Navy. I never have seen. I only seen them at the zoo since, but I don't think we're going to see many here unless they have them over at the Nashville Zoo.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're at the Nashville Zoo. They're feeling at home right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I noticed there was an exhibit I went to at another zoo a few years ago, and I got a kick out of it because they have to have a refrigerated house that they can go into that's separate from being outside. Anyway, that's Tony, and he's in Smyrna. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot, Kilo Foxtrot. Huh? Not Oscar. What is your call? I wrote down Oscar, but it's not Oscar.
Put a tail on that O. It's Quebec.
Oh, that's why I didn't finish the I didn't finish the Q. I thought it looked strange. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. Tony in Smyrna. Who else is south?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Ken in Smyrna.
All right, Ken. Close competition there. A stone's throw away from Tony. Doing well?
Yes, sir. We just need to convince him to quit rolling those snowballs down here.
Oh, I'll tell you. Well, you wouldn't necessarily need that. Man, it seems unreal, really, that it's snowing this much. The last time we had any snow and ice, I was talking about it with the wife earlier, is it was in 2016. I have a video of it, and the roads were packed with ice and snow, and it had freezing rain. It happened here anyway. I'm sure it happened everywhere else in the area, but that was 6 years ago. So events like this 6 years apart, that makes them pretty rare.
Yes, sir. And we're not even halfway through the front that's coming through. We've got more coming than we've got already.
Oh boy, yeah. Thanks for the reminder, but as long as I've got, as long as we got food and heat, I'm happy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Paul, for all you do. I appreciate it very much. I know everybody else does too. See, you've inspired new nets. One other thing, I'm glad we're all meeting number 666.
Oh no, we just got past 666. We got past that one. 667. That's what we're on today. Anyway, that's Ken. He's in Smyrna, not stone's throw from Tony. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Anybody else south?
W0G's had a Nashville.
All righty. I hear Mark in Nashville. Everything well in the big city where they might have plows?
Oh, they don't have any plows. I guess they did. Somebody plowed the Murfreesboro Pike. Last night I went for a walk with my dog. Saw 3 vehicles on there. Man, it was shut down. But today I walked all the way up to an Aldi store nearby, and that was rough walking because there aren't any visible sidewalks.
No, you're right. In fact, like I told you, when we went over to Walmart 2 days ago, I guess it was, there is a part of where we walked that's here in on Pleasant Grove, it's called. It's sidewalk, but the sidewalk was like walking on a skating rink, so I couldn't walk on the sidewalk, and I couldn't walk on the road because it was a skating rink, so I ended up walking on the grass between the sidewalk and the street, because that was the only way you could walk without falling on your butt.
Yep, I did the same thing. I walked on the grass. I have yak tracks from years ago. I'm sure glad I brought them with me.
Okay, what are those?
Oh, they are kind of a metal webbing that you strap to your feet, and you don't slip, you don't slide. They're about $20 a pair.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I just hadn't heard them called that before.
Yeah, that's the trade name, and yeah, they worked fine. I'm sure glad I had them.
Well, I had made, if you can believe it, when I lived up there in Niagara Falls when I was a kid, I made a pair of snowshoes. And the kit, not a kit, I had to go find, there was a barrel factory where I lived, and I got 4 barrel staves and physically made a pair of snowshoes. And it wouldn't do much good in this weather, though. You'd slide around more in those.
You still have them, Paul?
I'm pretty sure they're still hanging in the garage in the rental house I grew up in.
You got to bring them down here and show them off at some breakfast sometime.
Yeah, that's right. Snowshoe. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Anyway, that's Mark, and he's in Nashville. Whiskey 0, Golf Zulu Romeo. Who else is south?
November K4HCK.
Okay, hold on. K4ACK. There was a November station in there too. Please come now. Who is the November station? No copy. Anybody copying that? Yeah, that November station. One more time, please.
Relay.
Okay, you can barely hear that, but I'll take the relay.
It's November 4, Lima Charlie. This is N4JAV.
Ah, very good. That would be Logan, I believe. Is that not Logan there?
Yeah, that's right.
Ah, very good, Logan. Real bad copy today. You must be on an HT and something bad. Yeah, what did he say?
He's already broke his antenna.
Okay, very good. I'm glad you could check in there, Logan. I did copy the pieces of it, but yeah, glad we got the relay. And I had Kilo for Alpha Charlie Kilo in there also.
Kilo 4 Hotel Charlie Kilo. This is KO in Murfreesboro. How are you doing, Paul?
Oh, is that what it was? Did you say Kilo for Hotel Charlie Kilo?
Yep, that's affirmative.
Ah, very good. How are you doing? I ain't heard from you in ages.
It has been a long time. Doing well here, just hoping we don't get any more freezing rain. Our branches are breaking. I've already got a mess to clean up, so snow only, please.
Yeah, I'm with you. You probably didn't. I told the story last week, I think it was. My brother, who lives near Buffalo, New York, they had October snowfall, and the leaves were all still on the trees. And I could be mistaken, but I think the Western New York, Buffalo area in that event alone lost somewhere around 10,000 trees.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, certainly not that bad here, but definitely have to get the chainsaw out for one branch near the carport. So it's always something.
Yeah, well, this is I don't know, it's unusual. It's just, like I said, the last time we had this that I remember, I have a video of, and that was in 2016. And so it's not a common event. It's just that it's bad here. It seems to be mixed with that rain and snow and freezing rain, which makes it all the worse when we have no plows.
Yeah, I remember that 2016 event. Still got photos from that. I've got family in Minnesota, and it's like negative 26 up there, so it could be worse, I suppose.
Well, did you notice that Austin, Texas had minus 10, was it? I forget what it said.
Oh, yeah, it's unreal down there. It's a mess all over the place in Texas.
Well, I feel fortunate that it's not minus 10 here. Okay. Anyway, that's Cale. I haven't heard from Cale in a while. That's Cale. He is you're still in Murfreesboro, right?
That is correct. Murfreesboro, south side.
All right, the south side. Cale in Murfreesboro, Kilo 4, Hotel Charlie Kilo. Who else is south? Nobody else south? We'll move to the east, please.
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, James and Mount Juliet.
Hey, James, coming in loud and clear again today.
Yeah, I got the ice and stuff clearing the way for me.
That's right. You don't have any ice on your antenna, though. It's all inside.
There's no ice on me either. I'm inside.
Yeah, you don't want to be outside. Not good. I know I ran out there a little bit to rehook up my antenna today, and it's just a little cold and wet. Anyway, it was James here in Mount Juliet. Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. Good signal as always. Well, and he's here in Mount Juliet, just about middle of the city here, if there is such a thing as a middle of this little city. Who else is east?
KI4SIB, KI4SOR. Good evening.
Very good, Richard. You copying everybody tonight?
I'm copying a lot of folks, yeah. I'm not copying everybody, but mostly 3/4 of them I am.
Yeah, very good. Snow doesn't seem to bother it too much.
No, it does. In fact, does this thing sound like it usually does to you?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay. I was having a little difficulty on one of the machines the other night, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a me problem instead of a machine problem.
No, you're 40 over to me.
Copy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Y'all carry on. 73s, keep warm and appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah, what I'm doing is staying home in this weather. That was Richard, KI4SIB, and his better half, Stephanie, KI4SOR. And they're just west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is east?
TE and 4JAV, Allen 11.
Hey, hold on. We got two of you in there. I got Alan and I got KE4. Wes, was it you?
It was me, KE4TWI.
Ah, very good. Yeah, you sound pretty good. A little lower than normal. Hit me again and see if look at that. I wasn't looking at the thing.
Yeah, I'm all ice covered over here. And I did hear the station on the tape measure beam from Murfreesboro, so that was good. And I do have snow chains on my truck as we speak. Better than having four-wheel drive. KE4TWI.
Oh, it is. How long have you had those chains?
I bought them 20 years ago in college for my Jeep. And I think this is the second time I've ever used them.
Well, let's see. If you use them twice, it's $10 a use. That's not bad.
Yep. All right, we'll go over there. I'm hearing most people KE4TWI.
Very good, Wes. It's Wes in near Watertown, Kilo Echo 4, Tango Whiskey, India. I heard Alan in Lebanon, November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor.
That was me. Just, boy, I'm ready for this to be gone.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a couple of Sunday. Seems unbelievable, but it's like we're all locked up for a week.
Yeah. Fortunately, I have to get out in it anyway, so it's not that bad for me other than it's just cold.
Ah, very good. What do you do? What do you have to go out for?
I work from home, so I don't have to go out for much of nothing. I have groceries delivered, but that's been a challenge lately.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, I know. We didn't get mail today.
I don't think we've got mail all week because there weren't footprints on our front porch until today, and I know who put those there. It wasn't the mailman.
Oh, that's wild. Huh. Anyway, good deal, Alan. What a mess we're in, really. November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor, Alan and Lebanon. Who else is East?
KB4SFM.
Hey, how you doing, Tom? How's that net going? I haven't been on it in a couple of weeks.
Going pretty good. Did about 10, 12, 14 maybe sometimes. Busy enough. KB4SFN, 73, stay warm.
Yeah, very good, Tom. That was Tom in Martha, Kilo Bravo 4, Sierra Foxtrot, November. Well, I can remember some of the nets some many moons ago. There was a couple of three, and I like to think our net reminder system helped that out a bit.
Yeah, it did. I can remember when there was one me.
Yeah, thanks for a nice short net, though. Anyway, that's Tom and Martha, Kilo Bravo 4, Sierra Foxtrot, November. Thursday nights, 147, 105, 156.7, and point the antenna toward Lebanon. Who else is east?
WB4YLV.
All right, Whiskey Bravo 4, Yankee Lima Victor, and I've forgotten your first name.
Clyde.
Ah, very good. Should remember that name. It's not a very common one. Was that a family name for you?
Yeah, I was junior.
No, I say that because I'm trying to remember. I know I had my next door neighbor when I grew up. His name was Clyde, and I can't think of anybody else I personally knew whose name was Clyde until you.
Yeah, that's a dying breed. I did hear about a couple, not directly connected with me. I'm a friend, but they named their young boy Clyde. And I got shocked that name's not used much anymore.
Well, it's nice to have a unique name, really. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a unique name. Some of the names that I know that have passed by the wayside are ones that, like there's men used to have the first name Shirley. You don't hear that anymore.
Yeah, well, my middle name's Elmore. I don't tell that to everybody. That's another one not used very much. Okay, thanks. I'll let you get with some of the other guys. Y'all stay warm. WB4YLV.
All right, very good. It is Whiskey Bravo for Yankee Lima Victor, right, Clyde?
Roger.
All right, very good. And Clyde, you're in Lebanon?
I'm about 3/4 of a mile off of 109 on the Mount Juliet side.
Ah, okay, very good. Mount Juliet side of 109. Near there anyway. That was Clyde, Whiskey Bravo for Yankee Lima Victor. Who else is east?
Easy, Earl in Iceland.
All right, Earl. Many people going down your road?
Not well. They are a little bit more than what they were. They've been out here working on the road all day, but I can't even make it out of the driveway to the road, so I'm stuck in the front yard.
Oh yeah, I actually cleaned off my one car that hadn't been cleaned off from snow, and there was the better part of 2 inches of ice and snow on that car.
Yeah, boy, that was fun, wasn't it? I even fell down my steps. That was a slippery landing there at the end, but it was all good. Always have to remember to hang on to the handrail when you're going up or down steps.
Oh yeah, well we just had one of the guys tell me his wife fell and hurt herself pretty good by a little fall. You're right. You got to be extra super careful, especially when you get to a certain age. We don't bounce as good as we used to.
Yeah, getting that there flat ball syndrome going on. But anyway, low inflation or however you say that word. What can't you call? Carry on with your bad self. KE4DZ73.
All right, that was Earl, and he is in Noreen, just east of the Cedars of Lebanon Park. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Anybody else east? Anybody else east? North, please come in.
W9BOQ.
All right, you sound good in there. You sound better on when you're indoor, but in the shack. But you're doing okay tonight, there, Dennis.
Yeah, my wife fell and broke her wrist and tailbone. She was in my shack when she did it, but at first, and I can't get me out my shack because I have to take care of her and make sure I'm here for her. And at first, I brought my radio in the house and I just put up a 19-inch couple of wires for a dipole. That didn't work at all. So I thought, hey, my car's right outside the window. So I put a piece of coax down in the antenna on the car. So that's what I'm talking on now.
Yeah, it's not as good as normal, but you sound fine.
I got to tell you something funny. For years, I'm from Wisconsin, so I'm used to snowstorms. For 3 decades now, I have made fun of people going to the grocery store and buying up all the eggs, milk, and bread. So we are completely snowed in, can't get out. Guess what we're out of?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Pretty funny, really.
Yeah, it is kind of funny because it's funny though to me. I think you may have heard me at the front end, that guy who moved here from California who said that when there's a foot of snow, he expects the roads to be plowed. They should be easy, but there's nothing here to plow them with.
Yeah, and this is a regular snowstorm. Most of the snow we get is not, it's different. It's just like 2 inches or an inch of this slippery slush. This is regular snow. I could probably drive it if I could get down the driveway. I have kind of a steep driveway. But anyway, I don't know who can hear me, but my wife is doing good. Okay, she's in bed. She broke her wrist, broke her tailbone, and her tailbone is the worst part. But anyway, I'll be listening to that. And you're doing 2-meter sideband tonight? I'll probably try that.
No, just a 10-meter upper sideband.
I'll never do that one. Oh yeah, maybe I can from my remote rig. I'll try that. Okay, back to net. Thanks, Paul. W9BOQ.
Yeah, very good, Dennis. Sorry to hear about your wife. Hope she does well. That's Dennis, Whiskey 9 Bravo Oscar Quebec. First injury of sorts that I've heard from the storm, but I'm sure there's a lot more than that. His wife broke her tailbone and her wrist. So, don't like the thought of that at all. Who else is east or north?
AA3CTP.
Hey, Brian. You having a good time? Did you get over Panera today?
Yeah, I did. I went over there. I've been over there every morning. This morning they didn't open until 10:10. So I got the cat litter I needed. I think it's 4 big boxes of cat litter. And then decided I'd drive down to Madison and go to the other pet store to get some cat food that they didn't have up here. And I was going to go back and get my free coffee at Panera because I knew they'd be open, but I just didn't want to get back up on the road there. I just thought I was out of the way. So I went back home and we went out to eat lunch at the Chop House with my wife. And I don't know what the worry is. If you
start your car up, let it warm up, put it in gear with your foot on the brake, and ease down the road. You'll be fine. But these people, they like to just stop on the gas and stop on the brakes all the time.
Oh yeah, no question about it. You have to learn to really keep your foot off of that gas. You're right, but living on hills doesn't make it easy though. That's because even on the hills, people sliding sideways down some of the hills.
Yeah, I used to live over there in Donaldson off of Timber Valley, and the road, we were the first house on a road that goes up to a court, about a block and a half long. It was all uphill. And the guys would be out there spinning their wheels by my driveway, and I'd tell them to just stop, walk up to their house, and I'll bring the car up. And they said, no, you can't do that. And I said, just, go up to your house, tell me which one it is, and I'll bring the car up. So I would back it down and then get a good start and keep the throttle at a nice speed and go right up to their house, park it in their driveway, and they couldn't believe anybody could do that. But if they just would learn how to modulate their gas pedal.
Yeah, no, it's very true though. If many roads you're going to do that, right? I even put when I went out today and with the Toyota, I put a couple of 100 pounds of stuff in the trunk.
That sounds like Oprah.
Yeah, among others. Well, very good, Brian. Good to have you in there. Yeah, I'm glad you've been able to teach people to drive in the snow because nobody seems to be good at it, particularly here because there's just no. We lived in Florida, we had the same problem, but we didn't get much snow. But yeah, no, it's a problem with. Well, it's just a problem if people aren't used to doing it. You're right, though. Very light use of the pedal on the gas. Anyway, that's Brian in Hendersonville. Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Tango Papa. Who else is north?
Whiskey 4 Charlie Mike Victor.
Hello, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing well, thank you.
How come your call looks different to me?
I got my vanity call sign finally. My previous call sign is Kilo Oscar 4 Juliet November Yankee.
It threw my brain a curve. I said, I recognize the voice, but I don't remember the call.
No, I didn't say my name on purpose. I just want to see if you remember me. I know I haven't been on the air for a little while, but yeah, I finally got the call sign last Monday, and been busy at home with some stuff here at home, and finally was able to get to bed in time and get in here a little bit late, but got in here.
Yeah, no, I thought well, again, I often can remember voices that tie it together for me with the call. So I heard your voice, but the call threw me. I said, this sounds like a new guy, but I know it's not.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty happy. I had a fly bag. I know it said from what I looked online, it could take up to 18 days or something like 3 weeks or something, but I got it like in a week and a half, so I was actually pretty surprised. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy because I got my number one choice.
Ah, very good. Yeah, I noticed that's your initial, so you're doing great. Fantastic. That's Carlos in Hendersonville, and you're pretty much 60 over to me, so you're doing great, Carlos. That's Whiskey 4, Charlie, Mike, Victor. You didn't make any changes to that outside antenna, did you?
Nope. Still the same old setup that I had when after I upgraded. So, but yeah, I'm waiting to get my truck back. I miss it because I don't have my radio when I drive around. I went around my in-laws' truck since mine's in the shop, and with this weather, it's probably taking a little bit longer. But once I get that, I'll probably be on the air a lot more when I'm on the road.
All right, very good. That's Carlos in Hendersonville. Whiskey 4, Charlie, Mike, Victor. Anybody else north?
Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar, Mark in Northwest Wilson.
Hey, Mark. Glad you could hang in there for the past 58 minutes there. How you doing?
Doing well, like everybody else. Haven't been anywhere, nothing to report, and haven't gone out to get the mail.
Now, I went out to get to the mail, and it was a useless trip. There wasn't any, so I don't know whether just nobody loves me today, but that's impossible because I always get junk mail.
Yeah, well, I saw the mailman go by and put something in there, but I wasn't curious enough to go look at it.
Even the bills can wait a day, can't they?
Yeah, well, they all come by email anyway.
Ah, very good. You still get your food delivered, though, right?
Yeah, occasionally, although I haven't tried it in this kind of weather. I'd probably be shot at Instacart if I ordered it.
Very good. That's Mark, Whiskey Bravo Zero, November Oscar. Oscar, he's in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north?
Alpha 4 Delta Echo. Daniel, now Juliet.
Hey, Daniel. Yeah, you're suffering. You're lucky. You're one of those. Well, I say lucky. You get to work inside, so you don't have to go anywhere.
No, I just go out and feed the birds and come back in.
Yeah, well, I just know from my own experience when I've worked at home, even that can be a little confining because you never leave work.
Exactly. I get claustrophobic every now and then.
Yeah, I'm with you. All righty, that was Daniel here in Mount Juliet, Alpha 4 Delta Echo. Who else is north?
KJ4 GMR, KJ4 HED.
All right, very good. We got Ray and his lovely wife from Cottontown in here. KJ4 GMR and KJ4HNV. Everything going well up in your neck of the woods?
Oh yeah, we've got a new ham off over at this part of the country. You went over to Woodward and took his test last weekend. Well, Valentine's weekend. Passed it. One that didn't pass it, he got a little upset. I told him, hey, you get it. Take a day and think on it. Other than that, all we got is snow.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, you're not running the wrecker, are you?
Sir, he don't pay me enough. Now, I have enough of these people being stupid. So, I mean, hey, you bent my fender. You owe me now. No, you don't want to bend your fender. You just want me to pay for it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you go. That's why you carry a camera, right?
Anyway, when the police tell you to move it, you ain't got time to be taking no pictures. You just got to get it out of the way.
Yeah, I got you. Well, very good, Ray. Glad you're doing all right.
Can't get out in this cold. I'm still fighting it, man. I don't know. Doctor told me it's going to be spring of the year before you can, be out for a whole lot to get warm.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Ray. That was Ray and Zoe. Kilo Juliet 4 Golf Mike Romeo and Kilo Juliet 4 Hotel November Victor Zoe in Cottontown. Ray was struggling with some of the effects of a lot of the effects of the pandemic there, that COVID-19 crap. So many of his family members as well. Hope everything works out for all of them. Anybody else north?
K4 AKK.
Hey, how are you doing tonight? You got a good signal?
Doing very well. Thanks for having me. K4 AKK. That's what he is making for.
Yeah, very good, Zachary. Are you struggling with the same stuff in Lafayette with the snow?
Oh yeah, and because we lack very little government and very little taxes, all of our county roads look like they haven't had anything done to them, and that's because they haven't. But anyway, hope everybody is getting around as best they can. K4AKK.
Yeah, very good, Zachary. You sound good there from Lafayette. That's Zachary, Kilo 4 Alpha, Kilo. Same struggle we have here. Even our main roads have not been plowed. They've just been wore down. Who else is in north? Any other north stations? Anybody anywhere, please come in.
Recheck.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to all our Democrats are gay. Up now, $2.70 a gallon.
What? Where in Cottontown, you mean?
In White House.
In White House, 270. I don't think it's that high here.
Yeah, well, I thank our Democrats for that.
Well, I don't know who to thank. I'm not going to thank them at all. All righty. Any more late check-ins? Anybody, anywhere, please come now. All right, we're moving on to the lurkers, lollygaggers, and sandbaggers. Preppers, end-time survivalists, SDR donglers, scanner listeners. Got nothing. All right, very good. We had 43 chickens. It's funny how that seems to be the new normal, is about 40 something. and last week we had 49, so which was our last net, I should say. We had 49. But in any case, it's all good. The more the merrier. Everybody who checks in is who makes the net successful, and it allows everybody to figure out where their antennas are. We're going to move over, unless I hear an objection, over to 28.415. Any objections?
K1SPD highly object.
Very good. How you doing, Scott?
All right, I didn't hear last calls for lurkers.
Oh, you missed? How'd you miss it? I just said it.
Oh, I'd taken the headset off, I guess.
Oh, okay. Very good. I'm glad you're in there. You guys are you're in the same boat as we are with that snow, I'll bet.
Yeah, funny thing you were mentioning, same mail truck didn't come by yesterday, but he came by today with his snow chains on.
Oh, is that right? They came before, but not today. I don't know why, because the roads were even better today than they were yesterday. So I don't know what the deal is.
All right, where are you going? 28415?
That's where I'm going to be, 28415, and I am vertical.
Yeah, me too.
All right, very good, Scott. We'll catch you there. K4PW. Moving over to 28.415. Upper side. All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the 28.415 upper sideband net, starting from the wherever I was west. Please come down. All right, KM4YRF, Michael and Belshire. Who else is west? All right, Jack, got a good solid in there. It's Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west?
Q, Daryl, Mount Juliet.
Hey, very good. You made 2 nets tonight, Daryl.
Yeah, I'm done for the year.
Very good. That's Kilo Juliet 4 Alpha X-Ray Quebec, Daryl in Mount Juliet. Who else is west? Did I hear somebody in there, or is that my imagination? All right, anybody else west? Please come down. Any relays on that? Down to the south then, please come down. All right, got you in there, Mark. Sound good. That's Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo. Who else is west? One more time, please. Ah, very good. Sierra Papa Delta. That's a really low audio on that one there, Scott. That was Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta in Murfreesboro. No, Laverne, excuse me. Laverne, that's correct. Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta Laverne, Scott. Who else is west or south? One more time. Did I hear you in there? Is that Scott, Sierra Papa Delta? I'm not copying that station. I'm sorry.
November 4, Charlie Juliet Papa.
Ah, very good. November 4, Charlie Juliet Papa on a relay. I'm sorry I can't hear you. I'm not sure what the story is. And that's Jason, of course. Jason, yeah, just barely. I can hear you in there, but I couldn't tell your call. Very good. Jason, November 4, Charlie Juliet Papa in that's Murfreesboro, right?
He's in Laverne. Oh, it's strong here. I'm surprised you can hear.
Yeah, that is funny. It's in Laverne. I got to remember that. Laverne. Yeah, very good. Jason and Laverne, November 4, Charlie Juliet Papa. Is there anybody else copying Jason? Yeah, I couldn't even copy that station tonight.
Did you hear Wes? He said he already real well on Watertown.
Oh, I didn't realize who that was. KE4 TWI. I'm going to check you in as well there, Wes. That's Wes near Watertown. Kilo Echo 4 is writing down the wrong one there. Who else? Anybody else south?
Yeah, go ahead and check me at K4OFO.
All right, very good. We got Donnie, K4OFO, here in Hermitage, just south of me. Anybody else south? Yeah, kind of low audio there, but I got you in there, Carl. That's November 8, November Uniform Tango. Who else is south or south? Anybody else south or east?
Copy Earl, Paul.
No, I did not. We did have Earl and Earl. Try that again, please. I got nothing on Earl, but I'll take the relay on that. That was Earl in Noreen, Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu. Anybody else? I feel like there's somebody else in there. Is anybody copying that?
I'm hearing that.
All righty, very good. Anybody else, please come now. I did hear a station there. Who is that? Ah, Chris. That's very low for Chris, man. It's KG4. I forgot it's called. Charlie Victor X-ray, I believe it is. Say again? Charlie X-ray Echo, that's what it is. Had the wrong call in there. It's Chris and Donaldson. That's very low, Chris. I think it's best conditions because I'm hearing a lot of people real weak today. All righty. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere, please come in. There's a couple stations in there. Who is that? Was that Tom I heard in there?
Yep, that's Tom, KB4 SFM.
Okay, very good. I thought it was Tom. Very low today. Some conditions are kind of wacky for me tonight.
Yeah, everybody you can't hear, I'm hearing them pretty strong. I don't know if it's your antenna or something, but, they come in strong here.
Yeah, that's good. You're in a good spot, I guess. That's for certain. Anyway, that was Tom, Kilo Bravo 4, Sierra Foxtrot November. Who else was in there?
Oh, Brian.
Who was it? Brian? Which Brian?
KA4CCC. KA3CCC.
Yeah, I got it. I got you, Brian. Just barely copying you tonight. That stinks, Brian. All right, very good, Brian. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Tango Papa. Anybody else? Please come down.
Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar.
Ah, very good. A station I can hear really loud. Thanks, Mark. It's Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere, please come down. All right, that's all I got. We had 15 check-ins. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Mark, Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Tango Papa Brian, Kilo Bravo 4 Sierra Foxtrot November. It's Tom and Martha. Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-ray Echo in Donaldson. Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu in Noreen. Carl, November 8 NUT. He's in Franklin. Donnie, Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar here in Hermitage, south of me. Wes, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Jason, November 4 Charlie Juliet Papa in Laverne. Scott, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. He's also in Laverne. Mark, Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo in Nashville. We had Daryl here in Mount Juliet, Kilo Juliet 4 Alpha X-ray Quebec. We had Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor in Donaldson, and Michael in Belshire, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, and myself, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey, which finishes the net unless there was any other chicken. Nothing heard. Have a great night, everybody. I appreciate all the check-ins. That was a big 10-meter net for us tonight with 15. Unusually a little high. That usually averages 10 or 11 or in that very within 9, 10, or 11. So great to have you all in there. K4PEW closing the net.